Hi, my name is Stephanie Lassiter and I'm from Connie Keller's APQS Texas and here in Louisville, Texas. And I will be showing you today how to both sew and place a block both in square and diamond shape. All right, so I already have everything set up here today. I would just imagine that down here is your own quilt. So I've already put up a square and I put up a diamond, and hopefully your diamond is much better than my shaped diamond over here. So first, we are gonna go start on our computer. I have it at the home screen. I'm gonna select and sew, and it's gonna bring up a block pattern for me. So let's go find a block pattern that we wanna use today. All right, so I have found my block that I wanna do for today. I'm going to go ahead and choose that one. I can either double tap it to open, or I can select where it's got a blue square going around the selected pattern, and I'll click open. It's gonna bring me back to this screen. Now, for a 4-point block, which is what this is gonna be down here, I'm gonna look over right here, and you can see if you click these arrows, it's gonna tilt the block in any which way, but for today, we are just going to use the 4-point block. That's going to be easiest, especially if you're just doing something as simple as a square. So we are gonna leave it as is. We're gonna leave it on stretch to fit our block. So if I wanted to as well, I could flip the image right here, or I could extend the height or the width of my pattern manually if I wanted to, but I'm going to use the machine to measure that out. So I'm going to take my machine and I'm going to put it at the corner of one of my block here. I'm gonna put that needle right over that corner. And if you come over here, you're gonna see there's these dark gray circles on the corners of your block. That's gonna tell you where your placement is. So I'm at the left corner, top left corner of my block on my fabric. So I'm gonna select the top left corner of my pattern. See how that moved everything over? It's determining where everything is in relation to the machine. So I've only done one block, but I know that my block's not quite even, so I'm gonna do all 4 corners. So it doesn't matter which way you do it, you just need to get all 4 corners. I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna do the same thing, put that needle right over my corner, and I'm gonna select my bottom left corner. See how that's gotten bigger? Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the right side. I'm gonna put that over my right corner, select the right corner. Same thing with the top left or top right. And this will also help determine whether or not your square is actually square. Sometimes it's not, and that's okay. This should help put it in the actual format that your square is in. All right, so it's actually pretty easy. That's pretty much all you need to do. Now we are gonna go ahead and we are going to find our start point, which is our green circle right in the middle there. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pull up my bobbin thread just like you always need to. And you can see here I have 2 different colors to make sure that my bobbin thread's pulled up. I'm gonna pull it back just to the same area, leave your needle up, and I'm going to hit quilt down in the bottom right corner. Quilt and then sew. It's gonna move to the start point and begin sewing for me. All right, and we will see you back in just a second. All right, so our pattern is now finished. All we're gonna do is hit finished, back to pattern placement, and it's gonna take us back to this screen. So if I had another square, maybe on the other side of this diamond, I would do the same exact thing that I just did. I would move my machine over to the top left corner, select the top left corner of my pattern, and so on and so forth with the rest of the corners. Now, if you see here, we do have a little bit of a mistake, sort of, but that was most likely my fault. If you look down here at the pattern, you'll see that the thread goes just a little bit over on the sides, and that most likely means that my lines weren't straight. Now that may or may not happen on your quilt as well, because not all lines are straight, and that's okay. That's what doing the four corners of your block placement does. It helps keep those lines straight and hopefully make sure the pattern stays within the block. All right, so now I'm going to teach you how to do a diamond placement. More often than not, people on their quilts have little diamonds in their squares or you know, a different shape, but today we're just going to do a diamond. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hit select and sew. Now I want to choose a pattern that has more of a little bit of a diamond-ish shape more than a square. So I'm gonna go ahead and find one of those. All right, so we have found our pattern. I'm just gonna go down and select it. And we are doing a 4-point star. And as I said earlier, you can double tap to open it, or you can hit open in the corner. I'll double tap just to show you. It's gonna do the same thing that it did before. So for this one though, I need it to be in the shape of a diamond to do my four corners. So if I come down to where it says 4-point block and tilted block, right here, can they see that, or do you need to get closer? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna scroll down until I find my on point block. And you'll see that that puts that in a diamond. Now you're looking at that going, yeah, but it's still a square. Your pattern's still a square. Well, that's when I'm gonna come over here to my rotation of my pattern, and I'm just gonna select 45 degrees, and it's gonna put it on its points. Okay, so very simple. All I did was I moved my arrows down until I was on point for my block, and then I hit the 45-degree turn. And that moved my block into a diamond. All right, and we are gonna do the same exact thing that we did before. The only difference is this is a diamond, so we're gonna follow the same way though. We're gonna come up to my first point. I'm gonna put my needle over that point, and I'm gonna select that top gray circle. Do the same thing with the left corner. Select the left. Go down to the right corner, click the right bottom, and over to the left, and that is the left corner. And now you see everything is highlighted green. That means it's already been placed. And even if you've already placed this before and you realize maybe you didn't get the corners just right, you can go back and replace it again. There is no need to try to exit out of this program or anything to replace it. So if I wanted to, I could maybe move this more corner to the side, and I could hit my green circle again and it'll move over. All right. I have everything where I want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit quilt. I'm gonna go to the middle of my design here, because that is where it says the start point will be, which is the green circle. I'll go ahead and lift up my bobbin. You want to do that every time you start. Get some of that fuzz out of there. All right, and now I can hit sew, and I will come back to you after that. Okay, so our block is now done. We are going to do the same thing we did last time. We're going to hit finished, back to placement. So if I had another diamond that I wanted to do in the same pattern, I would move the machine, or I'd move up the fabric depending on where I needed it to go, and hit my 4 corners to align it, and I would sew. Now that is the way to do all of your blocks. That is all for today, guys. Please feel free to subscribe and follow us for more. If you have any suggestions on what videos you would like to see, then please suggest that down in the comments, and we will be reading them soon, and hopefully we will get those videos out to you. Bye!